Hello, I'm Doron Davidson. I'm married to my wonderful wife Osnat. We're married for over 10 years. We have twins that were born in 2009, Adam and Danielle. We live in a place called Ganei Tikva. About 1.5 years ago, Adam got diagnosed with lymphoblastic lymphoma cancer, and our life had changed since then. We came back from a vacation in Eilat, where he started feeling not very well. So we took him to the hospital. They've done a biopsy, and then after 7 days, he was diagnosed with lymphoblastic lymphoma. We had plans to put him in a kindergarten, and all of that suddenly changed. Suddenly, all the plans that we had before were irrelevant. So from the moment of the hospitalization through burns that he had in his mouth because of the medication, our life changed. One of the parents had to be all the time with Adam at the hospital. We started with 6 weeks at the hospital before we were even able to go back home. And actually, one of the parents had to be with Danielle. Kindergarten was not an option anymore because we are not allowed to send one kid to the kindergarten, so he will not bring home any diseases, because Adam's immune system was very weak. At some point it was even non-existent. So we had several periods of between 3 and 6 weeks where we had to stay at the hospital. During those periods, needless to say that neither one of the kids got the attention that they were deserved. Whether it's education, or it can be playground, or meeting other kids was almost impossible. Adam was not allowed to have any visitors for some periods because he was in isolation. You are thrown suddenly into this new reality. Naturally, at the beginning, neither me or my wife went to work. They would have gotten the education that neither me or my wife are able to give, starting with all the holidays. So they do not know what do usually kids do in holidays. They are missing the songs of those holidays. In Purim, which is one of the fun holidays we have, Adam was with a low immune system, and we basically did not go out of the hospital. So while all the other children were able to put on costumes and have fun, we were at the hospital. Or with a low immune system, even if it's at home, we were still not allowed to see any friends, any relatives, and it's kind of putting him in isolation or in a bubble to protect him. One of the additional things that they are missing is all the interaction with other children. Thanks to Larger in Life, we were able to go to a camp with other children, and during that camp they did meet a lot of friends. One day we went fishing, and one day we did other stuff, and it was basically a lot of fun for them. What we are trying as parents is in the afternoons when we are at home, so we are trying to read with them more books. Unfortunately, as a parent, I must confess, I know that they have several hours a day that they are watching TV with a nanny. It's not something that I would like to do with my children, but hey, that's life, and that's the reality that we are in. Thanks to the interactions that I have both at the hospital and with Larger Than Life, I got familiar with a lot of other families. Well, actually all of them have the same issues as we do. I now understand that with your help, it might be possible to have a kindergarten where children with either leukemia or any other type of cancer could have almost a normal life in that kindergarten. Had we had that option last year or 2 years ago, I think our lives would have been totally different. Instead of sitting with him all day at the hospital in isolation, we could have taken him to that kindergarten.